Time for the KSL In Depth. Today's warm, windy day has come with warnings. The National Weather Service has issued a flood warning for the Provo River, a flood watch for the Logan, but could the cooler temperatures expected this weekend help to slow things down? Well, joining me live in the studio is KSL meteorologist Dan Guthrie. Might sound like a silly question, but could cooler temperatures over the next 24 hours make that much of a difference when it comes to snowmelt?
Well, it's A, the temperatures aren't going to be that much cooler, and B, a lot of these, it's where they're releasing some of the water and allowing the water levels to get lower. So that's why we're going to see some flooding in a few spots like down in Provo. But overall, I mean, this is typical of what we see this time of year. It just doesn't seem like it because the last 3 years have been so dry.
We're expecting rain next week, as you've been telling us. Does that mean even more flood watches and warnings, even though the snowmelt will have slowed down?
Well, you know, with what's coming through, is it next Wednesday and Thursday, we've got highs in the 50s, so that's going to mean mountain snow above 8,000 feet or so, which means you'll briefly add on to the snowpack. But generally speaking, this is just one of those things. If you're going to be out hiking, especially heading out to the backcountry, keep in mind that we're going to have the high stream flows. And if you live along, one of these rivers, this is something you've dealt with in the past. And a lot of folks work with the local fire departments when they're doing this, when they're releasing water. So they should all be okay as well. It's just for the average hiker to keep in mind.
Sure, we've been giving out the warning right through the week. Stay away from the swift water. Absolutely, it is deceptive, and you should be very careful. Let's change gears for a moment. So it's going to cool down overnight tonight and also next week. Any chance the tomato plants and other fruit plants are in danger with these temperatures?
You know, according to Deanie Wimmer, she said after Mother's Day is when you're good, right?
Right, that's what it's supposed to be. So that's Monday, but with the colder weather, like a high of 56 on Wednesday?
Well, yeah, but even then we'll have lows in the 40s. I mean, maybe if you're up in Park City or you're one of the mountain valleys, you can have the potential to get closer to the frost point.
Put your game face on. This is about the tomatoes.
Buy them in a store.
Okay.
You use $40 of water to make $3 tomatoes?
Okay, that's just not the subject of the in-depth here.
It is if you want to talk about water conservation.
Do we have to worry about chill and protecting the plants?
We should be fine with that as we head on out. But keep in mind, if you're in the higher elevations, that's always something that you have concern for. I mean, was it 3 years ago we had a snowstorm in June in the mountains? So
it can happen.
But down here in the valleys, I'd say you're okay.
Dan, thanks so much for stopping in and making things clear.
Well, you know what I like to do.
I think. KSL
you asked me to be here.
KSL News Time, 5:49.